Hello. This topic is about a retro gaming topic, and I want to talk about the classical tactical shooter. Um, it's something out of the late 90s, early 2000s. Um, what do you understand under a tactical shooter? What keeps in mind for me? It's title like Rainbow Six. Probably heard of it if you are a gamer. And in the late 2000s, the first Rainbow Sixes, when you did get hits, maybe one or two, maybe by a 9mm or maybe a 223, 5.56 round, immediate range caliber, you are going down. So it's very no health generation as it's normally today. You had your health pool, 1-2 hits, you are down. And the tactical aspect in Rainbow Six, of course, is the planning before the mission. But for me, it's not. It has to be there for a tactic shooter. For me, a tactic shooter is really 1-2 hits, even for the enemy. If you have to, or if you want to put down the enemy, yeah, kind of realistic, if you might say so. So automatic fire, not in close quarters. You won't hit anything unless it's an MP5, maybe. And yeah. So immediate range rifles, assault rifles, one might say, and full auto, even if it's not maybe a G36 from Heckler & Koch. Yeah, even with that full auto, it's hard to hit a target at 50 meters, 100 meters. So yeah, tactic shooter. Which title I'm referring to? As mentioned, Rainbow Six, Raven Shield, the third Rainbow Six in the series. Raven Shield I am playing even today. Terrorist Hunt. It's quite a lot of fun for me. And another title back then, of course, Counter-Strike. For me, it was 1.5. With the bot 2.5, because internet back then was quite expensive, and so we had to play with bots. And the bot was, if you would play today against a bot, you would quit immediately. Yeah, bot. You guys who played with it, you know what I mean. Very difficult, yeah, to handle. Quite advanced AI for 2000. Online, I played Battlefield Bad Company 2 at first. There I only played Sniper on hardcore servers. Hardcore servers meant one hit, you went down. It was like Instagip for Unreal Tournament players. And yeah, loved it. After that, I played Battlefield 2 with Arctic Warfare L96, and even long range. The biggest enemy in Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 2142, which I played after Battlefield 2, was a fog. Because, yeah, if you couldn't see anything, you couldn't hit anything. Yeah, I guess I played Battlefield 2142 even before Bad Company 2, but it was the same time span. And of course, a tactic shooter which not everyone is familiar with, especially here in Germany, was the first Hitman title, Hitman Codename 47. Was Hitman Codename 47. It was a stealth title at first, of course, but you could play Hitman 1 as a tactical shooter, especially at the Colombian level. in Colombia, at the end, you were in a great area, house, airport, with a lot of soldiers, really, I mean, a lot of soldiers, and mercenaries, of course. And there you play. There you played. You could play this game as a real tactical shooter. Mean gun on one, taking everyone down on this level, and was quite difficult because the weapon sway in Hitman Codename 47, it was quite ridiculous. A single action, no way you could safely hit something. You had to burst in auto. Before the last mission, you could collect weapons and ammo for the last mission, and you could maybe kind of prepare for that. And I always went in with the Blazer R93 tactical sniper rifle, 7.62 by 51 NATO, or 308 for American caliber description. And yeah, the first mercenary taking down with a sniper rifle, and then you take a rifle, I guess it was the AK-47, of course, AK-74 as well, I guess. Yeah, I guess as well. And 545 by 45, Russian pendant to 223, 556, and yeah, and the mighty M60 308. This was really fun to do this kind of challenge one with the M60. At the airport, you inside at the house, you can find a lot of ammo. I guess 300 rounds. Yeah. So Hitman Codename 47. Loved the game back then. Today it's way too hardcore. Especially if you finish the mission after 1 hour, and then there was a bug even with the patch back then. After you blow up the drug laboratory, the game might have crashed. But back then we had to deal with it back then. We hadn't other games where you could have the same experience. Like nowadays, every game have a counterpart. Yeah. Today, a tactical shooter which is modern, I really like to play Ground Branch. It's from the people who made Rainbow Six Ghost Recon, and I love the title. You can custom-made your equipment quite well. The AI now in April 2026, I guess it's still in beta 135.2. AI advanced in the last 2 years quite as well. At first it was like Rainbow Six Raven Shield without the AI patch, so the AI would hit you less. That's how you are dead. So it was quite frustrating. Another tactic shooter I played quite some time was 0 Hour, a few years back. 0 Hour was really good. It was really good, because nowadays I just played it for some Let's Plays again a few weeks ago. You can control your movement speed anymore. You have no more zoom in with your weapons. Everything what made 0 Hour great, they cancelled the features out. Really a big shame. Back then I just felt it, because when you did play offline, you must have been connected to a server to play offline, and also for single player. And back then said, no, what if I am not online and I want to play some round of 0 Hour? Wasn't possible back then. And so I then switched really fast to Ground Branch, Ready or Not, back then in the beta. Ready or Not would be a perfect game like SWAT 4 or SWAT 3, but the weapon spray, even with a MP5, you can't fire in full auto, or even a few shots, even single action. Yeah, the operator are now SWAT operators. They are green newbies, and they can control a gun, and it's horrible for a tactic shooter. Like when you look at Ground Branch, the gun is steady, and yeah, you are a trained operative, and you should handle your equipment in full auto, nowhere. And Ready or Not, it's way too much weapon spray, in my opinion. And yeah, the tactic shooter, in my opinion, still lives. I'm happy for it. The indie scene keeps it up alive. Ready or Not was lucky. They had good marketing. They went to a console, PlayStation 5. Was a right move. And after this change to PlayStation 5, I did notice with my now in 2026, I still have my GTX 1080 with 8 GB of RAM. And still today a good enough graphics card, and I can play Ready or Not after the switch to the console patch. Really quite well. It's very well optimized. Heads to you, developers of Ready or Not. And yeah, nowadays it's always either a Raven Shield terrorist hunt or some terrorist hunt rounds in Ground Branch. I'm always switching MP5, PCC, pistol carbine caliber, pistol caliber carbine, and yeah, the immediate range, typical 223, 556. Yeah, it's perfect. It's a lot of fun, and those tie-dye I'm playing today. So that's about the tactic shooter. I hope it won't die out. Indie scene is keeping it up alive. A lot of title coming out, and yeah, as always, have fun in your free time, and keep playing. Goodbye.